Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Monster Mayhem BeamNG.drive. And welcome back to BB's Mud Park. Yes, we're back at BB's Mud Park. The track has been altered a bit, you will notice. There's this cement tube thing here. Honestly, I should probably just drive it around and show you off that way. And we've got us another mud truck. Storm damage. Okay, so this ramp here is a little different, as you'll see. It's not like a square little fun box with ramps shooting in all directions anymore. It's just a little ramp that goes in both directions. Kind of a bummer because I liked it the way it used to be. I should mention, yes, this track has been altered from the old version. You'll remember my last episode when I did the Gravedigger trucks, the Dennis Anderson tribute. We were here on this same track. There was an update to the game, and after that update, that previous version of the track no longer wanted to work. So the author of the track, the creator of the track, had to change some things. I'm not exactly sure what happened or what the problem was, but either way, they got it fixed and it's all changed up and everything now. It works again now. Backflip ramp is still there. This little ramp is still here. This little fun box is still here. That ramp there by the mud pit is still there. And that little ramp. This one here is a new addition. There's a little fun box there. And the one that used to be over here, somewhere, like here-ish or something like that, is gone. And then this little ramp here is also a new addition. And this little thing here in the middle has been changed slightly. This thing is a little bit taller. And there are some stuff outside of the freestyle pit that has been changed as well. You may notice up at the top of the screen I'm getting like scored on stuff. That's a new app that I was, or a UI element that I found out about, and Yeah, that UI element is basically ripped straight out of the Forza Horizon games, and it'll score you on like freestyle stuff, getting air, drifting, two wheels. Unfortunately, it's not set up for monster truck stuff. So doing backflips. Oh good, that screwed up my tire. Okay. Okay, so the point of this video, I've been spending a lot of time practicing on this track because it's a fun track. But there's basically one trick or stunt, however you want to phrase it, that I've been wanting to figure out how to do with these monster trucks, these mega mud trucks. And I've figured out how to do it with the mega mud trucks, although I don't know if it's exact or perfect, but it's pretty close. So for a while now, I think in the real world, people have been trying to figure out how to do barrel rolls or forward momentum barrel rolls, and I was trying to figure that out myself, and I kind of forgot about it for a while, and then I actually had something happen to me on the old version of this particular track. Now the layout and the setup for it is still the same, but we can try doing it that way. I don't know if it's really going to work, but I found another way of making it work too, or at least close to it. So again, forward momentum barrel rolls. I'll give you the setup for this, and I really wish I had been recording when this happened because it was unbelievable. So you guys know I like doing this little combo here off of the backflip ramp. You do the reverse backflip. Okay, and the wheelie died off. Well, there was something interesting. But right, I like doing that combo where I do the reverse backflip off of the backflip ramp and get it to land in the slap wheelie where the front end slaps up on the landing, and then you ride the wheelie you get the wheelie to slap up, and then you ride the wheelie into the ramp. And normally I would go for a front flip, and I'll show you the ramp I'm talking about. It's this one right here. So you'd hit that ramp and go for a front flip. Well, that's what I was going for, but I didn't hit the ramp straight, and so when I hit it, the truck kind of was like half on and half off, and ended up doing a barrel roll. So it came down, and it was probably about like this, where, like I said, it was about half on and half off. ended up doing like a perfect barrel roll. I kind of helped with the front steering a little bit. Problem with that ramp, though, is that that shipping container is built into it, and the mud part of the ramp doesn't go all the way up to the top of the shipping container. You can see there's just a tiny little lip there, and you can catch your axles, your suspension parts on that, and it can lead to some pretty nasty wrecks if that happens. I'm going to do my best to avoid that. Oof. Yikes. Oh, great. For whatever reason, my stupid reset button is not working on my controller. So I can't just... So anyways, it worked that way like once or twice. Completely by fluke the first time, because like I said, I was going for the front flip combo. But when it happened, and I basically nailed it, of course I was through the roof stoked about it. But also I'm thinking like that was a complete fluke. I could probably never recreate that in a million years. But I have figured out another way of making it work. That wasn't it. But yeah, it seems like you need this kind of a taller ramp with kind of a steep angle. And you kind of have to hit it sideways. There we go. It was really an ugly barrel roll, but it works. Kind of. Again, that's why I kind of said this is not perfect. And there's also a reason why we're doing this in a mud truck and not in a monster truck. It's because doing these in the actual monster truck doesn't really seem to work very well. I don't know. I probably should have had another truck spawned in to do this, but I think we can make this work just fine. If the menu will hurry up and load. Oops. There have been updates to some of the truck packs or the different chassis and whatnot. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? There we go. There we go. Okay. So here's with the actual monster truck tires. Everything else is the same. Okay. Well, it hadn't really done that for me before. That does kind of give you a little bit of an idea what it normally does. With the big old monster truck tires, it doesn't really want to do a barrel roll. It wants to do more of like a twisting flip. And most of the time, it doesn't even really complete bed flip. It just kind of goes upside down, and then it wants to dive bomb the nose of the truck right into the ground. Or it does something like that, where it's more of like a tail whip. And you'll also notice that I'm using a transmission with 3 gears. I've noticed that that also seems to help. I had to bail out of it there because I knew it wasn't gonna... Okay. And then there's also stuff like that happens sometimes too. Where again, I think it's because of those big tires on the truck. It's the air pressure in the tires, or it's just how big they are and how the wind, the air pressure rushing past the tires. I've mentioned before in previous videos. Those big monster truck tires they're so big and they have so much air in them. They kind of act like the rudders on the wing of an airplane. Although maybe like heavier. I don't know. When you're flying through the air, you can kind of change like the pitch and rotation, pitch and yaw. It's kind of like flying a little fighter jet through the air. can kind of make it wiggle like that. And that can be useful sometimes because maybe you hit a ramp crooked and you might need to level the truck out in the air so that you land level and not crooked, because landing crooked can be really bad. I did another technique trying to do the barrel roll. I was trying at first to come at this side of the ramp and just kind of hit it like half on, half off. And just try and get it to roll kind of like that. Nothing left but the rear fenders. And they just don't want to stop waggling for whatever reason. Stop that, please. Well, and I'm in the wall here. It's going to be kind of hard to... Don't know why the camera decides it wants to reverse itself like that. Oops. Okay. I'm going to do it this way instead of loading in the other truck because it'll be probably quicker. And then for my mud trucks, I usually like to use these dual reservoir coilover shocks. Or just some kind of coilover shocks. Because those just seem to work better in the mud, the springy shocks. Yeah, those aren't the right wheels or tires. Yeah. Usually go with the Goodyears. And then we're going to be going with Military rims, generic beadlocks. And those are the ones that I have on the other version that I started with. And the only thing to change is... And I think... And it might be a shorter wheelbase than that. I'm not exactly sure. But everything else here... Oh, no. And then we need to do the shock stiffness. I always run 15,000 a piece. Oh. And then for these tires, you want to run about 11 pounds or 11 psi of air pressure. And then we'll lock up our differentials and turn on our glowing brakes, which I don't know if you noticed those. The brakes down here, they glow. And you can turn those off with the headlights. That was, it's a mod piece that you can put on here. This tow hitch glowing brakes. And then I usually like to put these truck horns on the mud trucks. It has a horn, yeah. So the glowing brakes. Got to get into third gear. Oh, didn't quite get it. Oof. I'll also show you the technique that I'm using. You got to get into third gear. Turn into the ramp. There we go. It doesn't really land all that straight, and I think I broke something. Oh. Yeah, there's definitely something sagging there. What did I lose? Oh, the whole... Well, the sway bar's busted. The whole shock tower's gone somehow. I didn't see it go flying, so I don't know where the hell it is. Okay, so let me break it down just to show you how I'm doing it. We'll do this kind of slow here. So, kind of like at this kind of an angle, or maybe a little bit less of an angle. But you want to hit this corner of the ramp, like kind of on this kind of corner here. And with your front steering, you turn in towards the ramp. And then you actually want to cock the rear steering. I don't know if that would be considered in the same direction or the opposite direction. But it's basically what's called like a crab walk. And it also helps to do the rear steering like a split second or two after you actually make contact with the ramp with your front tires. It works really good if you can actually make it so that the front tires leave the ramp going up, and then you hit the rear steering to cock it, because then that will make the truck spin or do the roll much better. Because when those back tires are the only ones touching the ramp, and you have them in that direction, it makes it want to roll. Oops. I'll try and put it all together for you here. Got to get into third gear. There it goes. And that was actually pretty nice landing. Front tie rods flapping in the breeze, but they do that. So, I think that'll wrap it up. That'll wrap it up for this episode of Monster Mayhem. And as kind of an FYI, I chose the storm damage truck here. I believe it may have been in the comments of one of my previous videos. Somebody requested, or maybe didn't request, but mentioned that I should probably do it like a tribute video or something like that to Tim Mente, the man who drove the storm damage truck, who sadly passed away here not too long ago. See, I wasn't very familiar with him, so I didn't really know what to do. But after looking it up, he actually has a history with mud bogging. There was a old version of the storm damage truck that was like a red pickup truck. They don't unfortunately have that in this they don't have that paint job in the game, so I just decided to go with the most recent version of the storm damage truck. But yeah, didn't know very much about him, but everything that I found says that he was a good guy, and it was very sad that he passed away. So yeah, rest in peace. And thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed this. And hopefully this gives some others some inspiration on doing some different tricks and stunts with these, again, the mud trucks and the actual monster trucks. This mud park is really fun, though. And I only showed you the revamped version of the freestyle pit. It's not a whole lot different, but it's a little bit different. But there's a lot of other stuff that's different about the track. But anyways, once again, hope you all enjoyed this. Thank you all for watching. Join us next time for more. And we will be seeing you later. So, thank you all, and good night.